cannot taunt the main person, so you're kind of half useless because you can't do a lot of damage. So it's up to the DPS to do all the damage here. For this first section, these Manka cats you can taunt. So you want to just group them up together. DPS will just DPS them down. Then the Rancor comes, and what's going to happen is he's got a few abilities. One of them is he'll pound you into the ground. Basically, he'll just smack you. You'll get hit into the ground. When that happens, you'll get a debuff, which means that whenever he swipes, so whenever he swings his hand across the map and swipes you, you're more susceptible to damage than if you didn't have that debuff. So you'll want to just keep away from him. In this, we'll try to keep him more towards the middle, as he does have a knockback that can knock you, even if you look behind us, into a pool of acid. There's also going to be a Grimoire, which is going to be labeled by a big red beam. If he eats the Grimoire, then he gains a damage buff, so we don't want that. So we'll call it out. The Grimoire is a standard, so it should not be hard to kill, even with all of us. And then halfway through the fight, I believe 4 Minka cats come out, or 2. One of the 2. It changes depending on which one we're doing. Those ones can be just taken up by the tanks, brought them towards the Rancor, and then we just DPS them down, and we keep going from there. Any questions at all?
Nope.
Nope. Alright, I'll do a ready check. And then... Yeah, I kind of went through it fast, but most fights will call it out. So if you hear Grimoire, look for the red beam and kill the Grimoire.
Roger that.
So... Alright, group. So we had a couple of people not ready. So, okay, Syyerax is ready. And then... Felix... I'll do another ready check.
These mobs are so patient.
Yeah. Like, don't worry about us. We'll just stay here.
On tanks.
Okay, why am I? Oh.
Alright. If you have a Minka cat on you, just bring it to the group. Alright, so if we back up a little bit, we'll get...
Oh, gee.
He's a big boy.
Damn, he's big.
Okay. On...
Oof.
The bigger they are, you know. You know what they say.
He's a healthy boy.
The bigger they are,
the harder they fall.
So, yeah.
The harder they hit Lord Ripon.
So yeah, if he's targeting you, you just have to keep him towards the middle, because he's not tauntable, so tanks cannot hold him.
I do believe he's discovered me.
Alright. Les-Daan, just avoid getting hit by a swipe. Perfect. There we go. Just in time. I'm sorry if I butcher anybody's names ahead of time.
Well, it's not like we call our tunes Bob and Susie.
Yeah,
Those names were taken.
Biff and Buffy.
those names were taken.
Only because they were already taken. Yep.
Okay, Grimoire. Oh, he ate the Grimoire.
Oh, I didn't even get a chance to see him.
And that's a bad thing, right?
Yes, that is a bad thing. He's gonna now do more damage.
Oh shoot.
It's okay, our healing's on point.
I would.
Healing's on point, like I said.
Okay, I'm going to move towards the center because I do not want to wind up in the acid.
Good. 48%, that's good. Alright, make your cats coming out. Tanks if you can get them. And then bring them to Karagga. Or, not Karagga,
Oh, someone's getting ground and pounded.
Yep, Kotomine, so just keep a
Gamorrean!
distance. Yep, Gamorrean, take out. Good call. Good job. Okay, Edward, just keep a fair distance back. Yep.
Uh-oh, too late.
Okay, bringing you up now. So yeah, that's what happens if you get grounded into the, if you get that debuff. If he swipes you, it's an instant kill.
Oh, I narrowly missed it myself. He started to swipe me, and I thought, oh no, here it comes.
Oof.
We got him.
Oh, got him.
These two.
Oh God, the brothers.
So we got Sorno and we got Jarg. Sorno is the gun, Jarg is the saber. Zag'tag, you are going to focus on Sorno, while Var, you're going to focus on Jarg. How these two go is that Sorno has two abilities. He's got an upload ability, and he also has a rapid scan ability. The upload will target somebody, and it will just constantly do damage to that said person. So that one needs to be interrupted ASAP. So Zag'tag, that is your job to interrupt. Every time you see the channel upload, you immediately interrupt. If you let the channel go through, somebody will be taking a lot of damage. It should be you, but sometimes he might point to a DPS. And if he does to a DPS and the whole channel gets loaded, then it's almost an instant kill. And the other ability, the rapid scan, it will heal Jarg for 3% of his overall health. Which can be a lot at times. So if any one of the other DPS will take over for that.
Yeah, I'll work on interrupting.
Yeah. So this is
Him.
a good practice for it if you are part of it. I'm going
I
to
also
move.
can interrupt.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Var over to the column number 3. And if you're in column 3 and column 4, so Deysis, ICU, Edward, Kotomine, and Shep, you guys will be focusing on Saber. So what's going to happen with him, with Jarg, is you just DPS him, and then after a little bit, Sorno will jump up to the ceiling. A carbonized probe will come down and will freeze up Var, our tank. All DPS has to focus on that carbonizing droid. Because it is 16 man, there's going to be a secondary person that gets carbonized. So if you're frozen, you can just say who it is, and we'll take out both the carbonized droids. Then focus on Jarg, and then if Sorno comes back down, if you were assigned to Sorno, then you go back to Sorno. But for the most part, if you're assigned to Jarg, you'll just stay on Jarg. We want to try and kill them as close to each other as possible. So we'll keep an eye on that. If I call out saying that we need more DPS on Sorno, if you're on Jarg, then just point and shoot. No, they don't res each other. But Sorno heals Jarg, so we want to. So the team that's on Sorno wants to make sure that he is healed, and that's why I have more DPS on Sorno. So that way, when he goes up, we have quite a bit to DPS Jarg to kind of bring him within even. You will be on Saber. So.
Is that what I'm going to be on?
Right.
Saber? No.
What's your name in game?
Ryara.
Ryara? No. You
Gun.
are on gun. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, I know the columns are backwards a little bit, but when Sorno is up on the ceiling, there will be purple AoEs on the ground, and you'll want to avoid those, as well as take out the carbonized probe. Any questions at all?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, we're all good.
Rock and roll.
If you have any questions, just hit no on the ready check.
We're good.
All right, Edward is not ready, so we'll just wait for him to give the signal. So. Yeah, so he flies up in the air on top of the roof, and then he shoots down, which is the purple AoEs. So that's what. So if you see purple AoE minus this one. So if you see that one on the ground, then that one's fine. You just run through it. But if everybody's stacking, majority of the time you probably will see it and it disappears immediately. Because it disappears after 9 seconds, or if it hits 8 people. Alright, so I'll do another ready check. And then, when we're good, Zag'tag, you will do the count-in.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Been waiting for you. Seemed like forever, but we get paid by the hour, so no big deal.
Yo!
Yeah, the upload, you got a full thing of.
I'm mad. Not as mad as me.
Alright, so Sorna's up, so Carbonizer probe, so
The little one.
Felix is one.
Interesting.
Alright, Sorno's back down. So if you're assigned to Sorno, go back on Sorno.
Dark is falling too fast.
What's Jarg at?
Plan B. What? I like plan C.
What health is Jarg at?
He just hit 36.
Okay, yes, so focus on Sorno. Everyone switch to the gun. Except Var.
My turn.
Alright,
Carbonizer droid.
Yep, let's take out those carbonizer probes. So Var and Felix are frozen.
Ouch.
Center is at 34.
My turn. My turn.
So 19% on Sorno.
Alright, kill them both.
Alright.
My turn.
Daddy.
When this is over, I'm in the middle of a game.
Set.
No bed.
Wait, puppy dog.
For this fight, tanks, both Zag'tag and Var, you guys are just going to pull the Foreman Crusher to that target marker, and you will keep him there. He will go into a frenzy, and he will basically just constantly attack whoever the main tank is, or who's ever taunting him. You'll take a lot of damage, and then eventually he'll run off. So he'll drop aggro. So either one of you guys will just have to taunt him back. There are these ads right here. DPS, you will focus on the ads, and then you will focus on the foreman after you're done these ads. Every minute or so after we start this fight, more ads will come up to the same spot where the tanks are. Who's ever holding foreman, the other tank can just AoE taunt all the ads. You'll also be taunting the foreman as well. So that way you just have all the ads that condensed together. When the ads are out, then DPS focus on the ads, then focus on the foreman again. Foreman does what he likes to do is a rock throw. So he'll throw a rock at somebody, which will have a little red AoE on the ground. You just have to step out of it and you're good. If you're in it, when the rock comes and hits you, you'll take a lot of damage, and depending on your health, you might die as well. So you see a red AoE that's targeting you, just step out of the way, and you're good. That's pretty much it for this one. Any questions at all?
No?
Let's go.
Yep.
Yep.
This one's one of the simpler ones. Okay, this ready check is just to see.
I always forget about this boss.
Okay, so we are all set. So on tanks, do your job.
Thanks to your job.
Back up, back up all the way to the.
Yeah, put your back right against the wall. There you go. Right.
lost somebody.
I figured that frenzy can be quite hefty. Give me a second to get you up hard. There we go.
At
Let me get a handle on the heels, and then I'll get you up there. Karagga. Okay, incoming. Stupid guy. There we go.
Where's your cuddle puddle?
Haven't been able to place one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a matter of priority. For heals.
See, there you go, apologizing again.
Wasn't really apologizing, but
It's okay. It's alright, I'm out of danger at the moment.
I don't know where you are, Kotomine.
Whoa.
Sorry.
It's alright.
On town.
He just kind of lifted me up, but I survived. And I do have the ability to heal myself to a limited extent.
I mean, we got a lot of people that can battle res, so I'm not worried about that.
Where is he?
I'm one man, so. Okay. Alright, DPS, let's take care of those ads.
I blame Cruz, by the way.
Just about got him.
Before we loot, let's make sure we get our friends up.
I fired an interrupt. I don't know whether it does any good, but
Yeah.
I figured it wouldn't hurt.
Oh, I can't use my reanimation.
That's because. Okay, let's get our friends up. We have a sniper here.
Yeah, me.
Okay. You're gonna be on, whatchamacallit? Button duty.
For what?
For the, well, you don't need to solve the puzzle. You just basically are gonna stand right here, because you can still be in range of him. And click the button right there.
Oh, Var'skia, come down
Yeah.
to where the
Yeah.
tanks are.
So yeah, Var, and Zag'tag will stand right there. Yeah, this one's, so Edward, some of these fights, well, yes, most fights you have to be in proximity. This one is one of those fights that doesn't. So, so basically, for everybody else, just melee, you can stand right about here at that tank marker. If you're melee DPS, if you're range, you'll basically just want to spread out all around through here. as there's going to be a grenade that he passes on to somebody, and it just will explode. It will just knock you down, and anybody within your vicinity. So mainly, if as well you want to spread out in between here. Normally with this boss in hard mode, there's a puzzle you have to solve, so there's going to be some people that are up here. However, in story mode, we don't have to. So Syyerax is just literally going to stand there, and whenever the button becomes available, he's just going to push on it. What happens is a fire will come down. In hard mode, it does damage you. In story mode, it does not. So tanks, as long as you are standing right there, he'll get hit by the fire, and you should all be good. This one, while sometimes it's not necessarily needed, I think in this instance we will do it, is what's called a tank swap. What's going to happen is Zag'tag, you are going to taunt first. You will get a debuff that decreases your armor by 16% per stack, and you're going to get up to 10 stacks. What's going to happen is on the 10 stack, Var, you're going to tank, or you're going to taunt, and you're going to tank him while the stacks for Zag'tag are wearing off. And once you get to 10 stacks, then Zag'tag will take over, and you guys will just go back and forth until he is dead. DPS, you just focus on DPSing him, and Zag'tag or Syyerax, you just kind of sit there and look pretty.
I always do.
So, his dragon in here.
Yep, I'm down here in the bottom.
Alright, I will try and heal everybody. Les-Daan, you're just a little bit out of my range from where I am, so if you just want to move a slight bit closer. Yep, you're good now. Just want to make sure everyone's within range of me healing.
What? You know what? They can get closer to you. I can get farther away because I can self-heal.
Yeah, doesn't matter. As long as I can reach everybody and just stand here for the most part. Because I can do a dragon from here with that heal. That's about it. You're just a slight out of my range. So, alright, I'm going to start up the fight by hitting this button, but the fight does not start just yet, so you don't have to attack him just yet. Wait for all the systems to boot up. Alright, we're going. So.
The lightnings are flowing.
Wow, I just looked. This thing had over 30 million hit points.
Yeah, but that fire, what it's doing is it's actually decreasing his armor to nothing.
There you go. There you go.
So, I'll just come down. Make sure he's in my range. I don't have to worry about Syyerax, but he's not going to get touched. Plus he can self-heal, so...
Yeah, my bubble's healing me 1200 every tick.
That's actually my bubble.
No, it's mine, because if you put your bubble on me, it won't do anything.
I have the bubble set, so it heals you instantly and heals you over time. For when whenever I place a bubble on somebody, and it absorbs. That's why.
I should have brought. I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's why sometimes healing sorks versus damage sorks, the healing sork will say, "Don't bubble yourself." Because our bubbles are slightly better. But in this case, you're welcome to. Bubble.
Yeah, it's just it takes it takes pressure off of you having to heal another person.
Well.
I gotta get this parse numbers up.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
I forgot I had Aloha Pepper in this guild. I could have brought my Power Tech.
That's okay. Jeez, Felix, you're taking a lot of damage. That's why you're taking a bunch of damage. Because Felix, you have a debuff of 10 stacks on you.
Var taunt.
Yeah. Var, if you can taunt. Yeah, Felix, you shouldn't be getting those stacks at all.
Been taunting off of me. They've been taunting off of me.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't be taunting. So.
Droid's health is dropping quick.
Yeah. 2 million. This boss, Zag'tag, you'll be our main tank, and yes, this is the last boss. So after this, we'll take a screenshot and stuff. Var, basically, you're just going to be there as support. If Zag'tag dies for whatever reason, you'll take over, because this only needs one tank. So what Zag'tag is going to do is he's going to stay in the front here. Then every other melee person is going to stand off to the side, as he does shoot fire out the front and out the back. So your safest spot is to be on the side of him when attacking him. He'll also drop a oil fire on the ground. So at that point, Zag'tag is going to move him over away from the out of the fire. And that way, DPS, you will not be in the fire when you're attacking him. Range, we just stay at a distance. He'll put on somebody what's called a gravity well, and anybody that is within close proximity will get basically pulled in. If you get pulled in, you just run away, and the person that has the gravity well won't be able to move until it's cleansed off. That will be my job. I'll cleanse the person that has it. He'll also do an ability that will put his drills into the ground, and he'll basically just knock you up. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't avoid it, as it's just an automatic damage that will happen for him. It's just to interrupt your abilities. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's mine droids that he'll drop as well. DPS, just kill them. So if you see a bunch range, just use your AoE abilities, and they're pretty easy kills. The goal is, if Zag'tag wants, is if he pulls him all the way to this spot right here, to the right of us, and after he dies in that spot, there's an elevator that pops up, and you can actually get him on the elevator.
I'm gonna try.
Aha!
It's a fun little challenge. You don't get any achievements or anything. It's just I like to challenge people to see who can do it. So it's all a matter of timing of where you can get it over, because if you have the flame that drops, when he's over there, you have to get him out. So it's all a matter of timing. So.
Good luck.
Yeah. Any other questions at all?
No?
All right. Alright, I'll do a ready check. If you have a question, then... Alright, on Zag'tag.
Oh, there she is.
I guess I did forget to mention, the oil fire, if you have a reflect, so Jugs have their Saber Reflect and Sorks have their Safeguards, you can stand in the fire for that short amount of time to reflect the damage. But you have to time it just right.
Yeah, I'd rather just not take the chance.
Yeah.
Rose and Kirei, right? You don't know. You don't serve, you don't know. Right?
Everyone is taking a lot of damage.
They'll lose.
He wasn't
Hit by
moving
the
from the
mouse
fire.
droids. Or at least someone got hit by the mass droid and that hit
Yeah.
at least 2 people, I think.
There's mouse droids coming. So take those down before they explode.
Where?
They're dead.
They're dead.
No. That was quick.
Yeah, like it. Yeah. Well, as soon as they come down, you take them out, so.
Oh!
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay, you want to take him out. Alright.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful.
Give me 1 second, Edward.
Can't move.
Blueberry. Blueberry.
Oh,
0%. Okay. Whew. I know that was a bit rough one. Let's get everyone up first.
Man.